Hey there, and before you even think about hitting that skip button, I want you to pause for a moment. This isn't just another motivational video. What I'm about to share with you could fundamentally change how you navigate life's toughest challenges. Whether you're feeling stuck, constantly criticized, or surrounded by people who don't believe in your dreams, this message is specifically for you. Imagine for a second standing alone, with the weight of doubt crushing down on you. Everyone around you is whispering, sometimes even shouting, that you can't do it, that your dreams are impossible, that you're not good enough. But what if I told you that thousands of years ago, a group of philosophers discovered exactly how to not just survive such moments, but to thrive in them? Welcome to a journey through Stoic philosophy, a practical guide to maintaining inner strength when the entire world seems to be against you. Today, I'm going to unpack a timeless wisdom that has helped leaders, entrepreneurs, artists, and everyday individuals transform seemingly insurmountable obstacles into stepping stones of success. This isn't theoretical fluff. This is a battle-tested philosophy that has guided humans through wars, personal tragedies, and moments of extreme uncertainty. The Stoics understood something profound. External circumstances do not define your worth or potential. Your response to those circumstances is what truly matters. Let me introduce you to Epictetus, a philosopher who was once a slave and later became one of the most influential thinkers in human history. He once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Think about that for a moment. In a world constantly trying to shake your confidence, you're the ultimate power, the power of your perspective. But before we dive deeper, I want to make a promise to you. By the end of this video, you'll have a practical toolkit derived from Stoic wisdom that will help you maintain unwavering confidence in yourself, transform criticism into fuel for growth, develop mental resilience that can withstand any storm, understand the true source of your inner strength. And here's the most important part. Everything I'm about to share is backed by real-world philosophy and psychological principles. This isn't motivational candy. This is serious, transformative knowledge. So, if you're someone who's tired of feeling defeated, if you're ready to stand tall even when the world seems to be pushing you down, then I need you to do 3 things right now. 1. Turn off all distractions. 2. Put away anything that might interrupt you. 3. Commit to watching this entire video, because what follows could be the most important perspective shift of your life. Let's begin by understanding the core of Stoic philosophy. Contrary to popular belief, Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or being cold and unfeeling. It's about understanding what you can and cannot control and directing your energy intelligently. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote in his private journals, which later became meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." These aren't just words. They're a revolutionary approach to life. Consider for a moment the typical human reaction to doubt and criticism. Most people crumble. They internalize negative opinions. They start believing the limitations others place on them. But Stoics, they do something radically different. They recognize that external voices are noise. They understand that true validation comes from within. When someone tells you that you can't achieve something, a Stoic doesn't argue. A Stoic doesn't get defensive. A Stoic simply continues working, improving, and moving forward. Seneca, another great Stoic philosopher, once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." How profound is that? Most of the doubt you're experiencing isn't even real. It's a construction of your mind, amplified by external negativity. Let me share a personal perspective. Every great achievement in human history was first met with doubt. The Wright brothers were told flying was impossible. Einstein was considered a poor student. Steve Jobs was fired from the company he founded. Yet, they all shared one remarkable trait: an unshakable belief in themselves that transcended external opinions. But here's the crucial distinction. This belief wasn't arrogance. It was a calm, rational understanding of their potential, grounded in continuous self-improvement. Stoicism teaches us that our perception is our greatest tool. When someone doubts you, you have two choices. 1. Let their doubt crush your spirit. 2. Use their doubt as motivation to prove them wrong. The Stoic always chooses the second path. Now, let's get tactical. How exactly do you transform doubt into determination? The Stoics developed a powerful mental framework called negative visualization, or what they called premeditatio malorum, essentially preparing yourself mentally for potential challenges. Imagine you're an athlete preparing for a championship. Would you walk into the competition without mental preparation? Would you ignore potential obstacles? Of course not. The same principle applies to life. Negative visualization isn't about being pessimistic. It's about being prepared. It's about understanding potential challenges before they arrive, so when they do come, you're not caught off guard. You're ready. Seneca brilliantly articulated this concept when he said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality." By anticipating potential doubts, criticisms, and challenges, you remove their power to surprise or devastate you. Let me break this down with a practical example. Say you're starting a business, and everyone around you is saying it's impossible. A typical response would be to get defensive or discouraged. A Stoic response: you list out every potential criticism, every possible obstacle, and then methodically develop strategies to address each one. If someone says, "You don't have enough experience," your Stoic response is to create a learning plan. If they say, "The market is too competitive," you research and develop a unique value proposition. You're not fighting the criticism. You're using it as a tool for improvement. This brings us to another fundamental Stoic principle, the dichotomy of control. Epictetus divided the world into two categories: things we can control and things we cannot. Most people waste enormous energy trying to control the uncontrollable, other people's opinions, market conditions, external circumstances. The Stoic focuses entirely on what they can control: their efforts, their preparation, their response to situations, their character. Consider this profound quote from Marcus Aurelius: "You cannot be hurt by what you truly do not allow to hurt you." Think about that for a moment. External doubt only has power if you grant it power. Your internal narrative, your self-belief, is the true determiner of your potential. But let's be real. This doesn't mean you'll never feel hurt. It doesn't mean doubts won't sting. Being a Stoic isn't about being emotionless. It's about processing those emotions intelligently. When criticism comes, the Stoic asks three critical questions. 1. Is there truth in this critique I can use for improvement? 2. Does this criticism come from a credible source? 3. Will dwelling on this help me move forward? If the answer to the first question is yes, you've just received valuable feedback. If it's no to the second and third, you simply let it go. No drama. No extended emotional turmoil. Let me share a personal strategy I've developed inspired by Stoic principles. Whenever I receive criticism or face doubt, I have a ritual. I take out a notebook and divide a page into 3 columns. Critique received. Potential truth in the critique. Action steps for improvement. This transforms something potentially negative into a constructive growth opportunity. You're not just defending yourself. You're evolving. But here's where many people misunderstand Stoicism. It's not about never feeling emotions. It's about not being controlled by them. You'll feel frustration. You'll experience moments of self-doubt. The key is not eliminating these feelings, but preventing them from determining your actions. Epictetus beautifully captured this when he said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Your emotions are valid. Your response is your choice." Let me tell you a story that embodies this principle. There was a young entrepreneur I once knew who had an incredible business idea. Everyone around her said it was Now, let's talk about building your personal resilience toolkit. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy. It's a practical approach to life that you can implement daily. First, practice radical acceptance. This means accepting reality exactly as it is, not as you wish it to be. When people doubt you, When obstacles arise, your first step is simple. Acknowledge the situation without emotional attachment. Imagine you're climbing a mountain. Would you get angry at the rocks for being difficult? Would you blame the steep terrain for challenging you? Of course not. You'd simply find the best path forward. Life is no different. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart." This doesn't mean passive resignation. It means clear-eyed understanding of your current circumstances, coupled with a determination to move forward. Let's break down a practical daily practice I call the Stoic Evening Review. Every night, take 15 minutes to reflect on your day through 3 specific lenses. 1. What challenges did you face today? 2. How did you respond to those challenges? 3. What can you learn and improve for tomorrow? This isn't about self-criticism. It's about continuous, compassionate self-improvement. You're not judging yourself. You're understanding yourself. Epictetus reminds us, no man is free who is not master of himself. True strength isn't about never feeling doubt. It's about developing the skill to navigate doubt with grace and intelligence. Consider the concept of voluntary discomfort, another powerful Stoic practice. Regularly put yourself in slightly uncomfortable situations. Cold showers, fasting, learning a difficult skill. Why? Because comfort is the enemy of growth. When you voluntarily challenge yourself, external challenges lose their power. If you can handle discomfort by choice, imagine how resilient you'll become when discomfort finds you unexpectedly. There's a profound difference between confidence and arrogance. Confidence says, I can learn and grow. Arrogance says, I know everything. Stoicism cultivates the former, eliminating the latter. Seneca once said, "We are often more frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality." Most of the doubt you experience is a story you're telling yourself. It's not reality. Let me share a transformative mental model. Imagine your mind as a fortress. Doubts are external attackers. Your Stoic principles are the walls. Not impenetrable, but intelligent. Some critiques will enter, and that's okay. You'll examine them, learn from them, and then decide their value. This isn't about blocking out the world. It's about processing the world intelligently. Your action plan moving forward is simple. Practice daily self-reflection. Separate what you can and cannot control. Transform criticism into growth opportunities. Develop mental resilience through voluntary challenges. Maintain a compassionate yet disciplined approach to personal development. Remember, the greatest victory is the battle against your own limitations, not against external critics, not against the doubters, against the voice inside that says you can't. Every great achievement in human history started with someone believing in themselves when no one else did. The Wright brothers flying, Einstein revolutionizing physics, Mandela transforming a nation. They all shared one thing, an unshakable belief in their potential, grounded in continuous self-improvement. You are no different. Your potential is not determined by the opinions of others. It's determined by your commitment to growth, your ability to learn, and your willingness to persist. As we wrap up, I want you to make a commitment, not to me, not to this video, but to yourself. A commitment to approach life with the wisdom of the Stoics, to see challenges as opportunities, to transform doubt into determination. Epictetus left us with a powerful final reminder. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Your journey of strength begins now. Not tomorrow, not when conditions are perfect. Now, are you ready?